Trapper needs a rework. I said it, and it's not just because he's my main. Many of his add-ons need to be folded into his kit or changed entirely. Let's start from the browns and work our way to the Eries. And I know that this is probably going to get me flack for saying this, but considering that, in my opinion, Trapper is probably one of the weakest killers in the game, I think him being the first and the representative of the franchise, he should be a stronger killer. Make this something in line with Brutal Strength, as many killers have add-ons that are related to their perks. Maybe if you kick a pallet or a gen or a breakable wall, you'll get haste for 5 seconds. This should be in his kit to begin with, so make this particular add-on meme-worthy. Trapper can be harmed by his own traps. Maybe it allows for more blood points every time that a survivor steps in a trap. Hemorrhage is simply not oppressive enough on its own. Add Oblivious to this to make it more powerful. As a gay, I love coffee, but this should be base kit. Make this particular add-on 10 seconds so that it's more valuable. Completely remove this entirely, and I'll get to this later. Create an item that puts broken on a survivor if they escape a trap. This should be changed slightly to a camo bottle. So essentially, the traps would blend in with the ground that it's placed on, so that it becomes more oppressive on maps like Ormond, Eyrie of Crows, RPD, Meat Plant, all of them. Since behavior is completely cutting back on their water bills and their grass is dying, having traps that blend in with the ground would be a cooler opportunity for an add-on. Plus, it would make this slightly more viable. I propose that this one should maybe be bumped up in color and make it so that survivors can no longer be saved by other survivors when they're caught in a trap. They can only save themselves out of a trap. Keep the 50% longer RNG. Make this be something like unnerving. Since the jaws are rusty, they should inflict poisoning, right? So for 60 seconds, all skill checks are 80% smaller. This is the worst/best add-on for Trapper because he starts with full power from the match start. I think this should be folded entirely into his base kit, leaving out that he cannot repick them back up, or remove that he cannot pick them up after setting. Trappers should be allowed to pick those back up. Change this ever so slightly so that auras can be seen of escaping survivors after they leave a trap. Change this slightly so instead of random, it reopens them based on your set time. So for instance, a trap set second but was opened will open before the third trap that was also snapped, etc. As for this final add-on, I personally think this should also be base kit, but I feel like I'm already pushing it enough with these, and they might be a little bit too hot of takes for the community. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye!